biggest benefit of cellular, the reason you guys are making a lot of money off it, is the ubiquitous coverage. Because, and you know, I actually rarely turn Wi-Fi on my cell phone because I don't use a lot of data and I just want to be connected all the time. And I think that that is something that no other system can do. Wi-Fi can't do it, Bluetooth, Zigbee, no other system that I see on the horizon. Millimeter wave is going to be challenged to do that because of the coverage issues, but 5G as a whole, which will have millimeter wave as a component, will have ubiquitous coverage. So applications like vehicle to vehicle, a lot of the ones I talked about in the keynote, so construction, you know, factory, well, factories could go either way, but anything that's outdoors, you're probably going to mostly need cellular networks. There's really not other alternatives. And anything that's outdoors and moving, like vehicles and trains and buses, there's no other alternative. So I think that those applications really require 5G networks. So
just to follow up, and I'll get to you, Farooq. Do you think that standards such as 802.11b are doomed then? Or are they going to have a short life?
I do.
Farooq, do you have some comments?
Yeah, I think earlier Andrea brought the point that even LTE coverage, is not there in many places in life. So I think what we need to focus on is improving the connectivity. I think predicting applications, we have been wrong again and again. I've been in cellular starting from first G. After 3G, I gave up on predicting applications. Being wrong so many times, I think we are not good. Yeah. So you want to bet another time?
You have consensus there.
That's for sure.
Yes.
So just make the broadband experience connectivity better, and there will be so many smart people thinking about what we can do with that. Right. So I mean that's our job as the 5G or connectivity people.
Okay, I have a question. Actually, it's a poll. Before I hand it over to the audience and let them ask some questions, but will millimeter wave communication technologies happen in 3GPP standardization and be a technology for 5G? Will it happen? Will millimeter wave happen?
It will happen, but not immediately, not in 5 years, probably in another 8 years, so that we have a commercial, because there are a lot of issues that needs to be solved.
Millimeter wave in 8 years.
Cost-effective RFICs, efficient beam steering algorithm, how to overcome all these blocking and diffraction, all these issues that we solve. I would say standardization in 8 years, commercial deployment in 10 years.
Robert?
Yes.
Millimeter.
I thought you were looking for yes or no. Predictions and timeline, whether it's 7.5 or 8 years.
No, yes is fine. Yes is fine. That's good. Unless you want to elaborate.
Will be overrunning.
Farooq, millimeter wave, will it happen?
Yes, and let me provide some background. So in 2004, when we had the first kickoff meeting, what's going to be the 4G technology, the same people who are saying that 5G will not happen by 2018 or 2020 were at that time saying, why should we call this technology LTE? Long-term evolution. They were saying LTE is not going to happen until 2015, 2018.
Yeah.
Okay, and in 2010 we had large scale.
Yeah, but no, it was a cool name at the time. LTE.
Yeah, I mean, so there are some incumbents. I mean, I can go and talk about that. I mean, so if you have a vested interest in the existing technology, you want to make the life longer, right? Because the incremental investments are not that much. So same people are now saying that millimeter wave or 5G is not going to happen. But in our view, it's going to happen and maybe earlier than 2020. And we have plans to deploy by 2018 in Gyeongsang, winter Olympics.
So we have 3 yays.
Millimeter wave. Yeah.
Well, millimeter wave happened.
Yeah, so in my broad definition of 5G, which isn't the next release or what's going to happen in 5 years, I think it will happen. The question is, how prevalent will it be in terms of 5G networks? It's not going to be ubiquitous. It's not going to be used everywhere. In the same way that small cells are used in a very limited way now. Now, millimeter wave, I think, is more compelling than small cells for many reasons, but it also has some of the same limitations. And so I think that we will see millimeter wave communication. It will start as a niche, for sure. mature. The question is, will it grow out of being a niche? And that, I don't know the answer to.
Well, I think we created an idea, drones with millimeter wave transceivers on top. Anyway, all right.